Do you love cats? While Islam holds cats in high regard, this is substantiated by the Prophet Muhammad's affection for them. For Arabs in the 7th century, cats were thought to be free of evil and hence pure-spirited. Before the advent of Islam, the golden cat was an object of veneration among the pre-Islamic Arabs. Muhammad, the Prophet, was affectionate and sympathetic with cats. He was fond of cats. Muesa was Muhammad's favorite cat. In today's video, we delve deeper into that and the relationship between cats and Muslims. But before we start, please leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell for more amazing videos. And with no much further, let's get started. So, according to one well-known legend, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and Muesa once found an orphan girl whom they took in. Muesa was asleep on one of the sleeves of the Prophet's garments when the call to prayer sounded. The Prophet desired to wear the garment during his prayers. To leave Muesa alone, Muhammad ripped his sleeve off. After that, the Prophet stroked the cat 3 times, granting Muesa 7 lives and the ability to always land on his feet. According to legend, as is common knowledge, cats have a self-righting mechanism, a righting reflex, which is a complex series of movements when a cat falls and which protects the cat from breaking her back. When delivering sermons, he let Muesa, his cat, sit on his lap and even drank water that had previously been drunk by his cat. During his ablutions, he washed from the same water that a cat had previously used. Even cat enthusiasts nowadays may be concerned about drinking the same water that has been sipped by a cat, as the animal's saliva might be carrying the illness. According to Islamic teaching, Muslims are instructed to be kind to cats and view them as beloved pets. In Islam, the mistreatment of cats is considered a very grave sin. As an example, stories of the Prophet Muhammad describing how Muslims who wrongfully harm cats will be punished are contained in the Hadith, oral tradition about the Prophet Muhammad that have been documented in writing. Tortured and put to hell were the words that describe the experiences of a lady who kept a cat in a cage and refused to feed the creature until the cat died. Although no contaminants are detected in the cat's mouth, it is assumed that you won't be harmed by drinking water that has come from the cat. In another story in the Ahadith, it is recorded that a person in charge of the pudding dropped a bowl of pudding while praying. This person ate from the same location as the pudding, and the prophets said this was acceptable because the pudding was not unclean and is one of those who travel with us. Muslims are told that in respect to a cat, Islam says that selling the cat for money or in exchange for something else is wrong. Regardless of the cat's health, its saliva is safe as long as the cat does not have any visible impurities in its mouth. Muslims are allowed to live with cats but are obligated to take care of the cat, giving the cat sufficient water and food and granting roaming time. One of the 6 main hadith collections compiled by Sunni scholars in Bukhari's genuine hadith. Muslims believe that this hadith is the most trustworthy and they view the Quran as second after that. This hadith on cats is located in Volume 3, Book 40, number 552 in the Sunan collection. The stories of the women in the previous paragraph are being told. It appears as though the woman was bitten by the cat and as a result, she punished the cat by locking it up and failing to provide food for it. She incurred the wrath of her peers and received the appropriate retribution. While Islam teaches us to treat cats with gentleness, this behavior is demonstrated via the teachings on cats in Islam. According to the hadiths, Muhammad also stressed the significance of cats. Cats should be adored, allowed plenty of freedom to wander, and are beneficial to their owners, who may safely drink the water and eat the food the cats consume. Muslims who show kindness to cats or any other creature of Allah is praiseworthy. Among Arabs, before, during, and after the Prophet Muhammad, owning cats seemed to have been a popular practice. Muhammad's friend Abu Hurairah, the father of kittens, was particularly associated with caring for cats since he was well known for carrying around a cat in a sack. Muhammad's gratitude for this cat saved his life from a snake, which is why he adopted him. It becomes apparent that the respect Muslims have for cats, and perhaps even the cat itself, is rooted in Islamic culture. Judaism and Christianity, on the other hand, appear to completely lack any respect for or connection to cats. Sufis often talk about cats, such as the one in which a man is pardoned for his bad deeds, as he had been good to cats. Killing or starving cats is universally frowned upon and condemned, and these heartless individuals are vulnerable to damnation. Among Arab and non-Arab Muslims, the cat is commonly seen as a symbol of cleanliness today. To this day, Muslims still have a special place in their homes and at the mosque for these valued animals. Countries where the majority of the population adheres to Islam have a substantial number of feral cats. Regardless of one's cultural background, cats may still be found throughout the Middle East, where many people still show great respect and affection for them. Studying and understanding this overlooked yet delightful cultural phenomenon may be able to help bridge cultural divisions and bring people together by bringing them closer to their God. Currently, we can all testify that beautiful cats have benefits to all Muslims in Islam. Islam is a religion of love and compassion, and Muslims who believe in it must have a love for all living things, including cats. Even our beloved Prophet had his cat, Moisa, demonstrating that cats are a unique animal in Islam. Cats are not only adorable, but they're also helpful. So how about we take a look at some of the advantages of cats in Islam? Firstly, it is permissible for a Muslim household to have a cat in their home and live with it. They must, however, provide excellent care for the cats, ensuring that it has enough food and water, not to mention not strangling it. Allow the cat to walk about and search for insects on its own during its roaming period. They are also delightful and sociable animals. It has a charming look that makes humans fall in love with it quickly. According to Islam, keeping a cat in the house is highly safe since cats are neither destructive nor hazardous to family members. Cats, on the other hand, might be considered a member of a family with whom it shares a home. Remember that cats are not najis, according to a hadith. Because cats do not transmit sickness or viruses, humans may eat and drink from the same plate and glass as cats. They are not najis. Rather, they are of those who go around amongst you. Tirmidhi. They are also beneficial creatures because they consume hazardous species like snakes, as well as smaller animals like rodents, bugs, and other animals found in the yard. They can as well be given as a present to friends and family. Because cats are not allowed to be sold, they should be presented as gifts. From the hadith of Abu Zubair, I asked Jabir about the price of dogs and cats. The Prophet forbids that, he said. Cats are clean enough that a Muslim might do wudu from the same water source as a cat. The Prophet himself had done so in the past, but unfortunately, people nowadays have turned against such traditions and are torturing, poisoning, and starving cats to death. We can testify that the Prophet has a soft spot for cats. There are several hadith, narrations, and other documents describing the Prophet's affection for cats and how they have a particular place in his heart. The Prophet's fondness for cats is often referred to, and whether or not the hadith that love of cats is part of the faith is genuine, it reflects the general feeling for the little feline. Treating cats well is considered a good act because they are one of Allah's animals. Those who are kind and considerate to Allah's creatures, Allah bestows His kindness and affection on them, the Prophet stated. Be kind to the earth's animals so that Allah will be good to you. Tirmidhi and Abu Dawud. The Prophet emphasizes more that cats must be taken into consideration in the role as a family member. Those who have a cat in their home and live with it should treat it as if it were part of their family. The cat should be fed and cared for as if it were a member of the family. Remembering Abu Hurairah is essential when talking about cats in Islam. Even though he went by his name before Islam and adopted the name Abu Hurairah after he converted, he is known as Abu Hurairah, the father of kittens, due to his love of cats like the Prophet. He was Muhammad's companion on the Prophet's travel and excursions, and he had thousands of hadiths to recount. People who have cats in their homes may be better able to teach their children the concepts of responsibility, compassion, and love for animals. Having cats at home also allows families to learn more about the responsibility of cats, as well as how to take care for and have empathy for other animals who live in the neighborhood. Stress relief for working members of the family, a companion for kids, and an incentive to smile for everyone due to its adorable and noble actions. The priceless heritage of the Prophet is greatly due to Abu Hurairah. Cats do not invalidate the prayer, because they are one of the things that are useful in the house. Sunan Ibn Majah. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Are you a Muslim in love with cats? Comment below. Let's engage. Also, please leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.